Miracle. Miracle. You know, I never really knew what that word meant. You know, Tommaso, I got nothing but respect for you. You had a serious knee injury that you had to scratch and claw to battle back from. You see, your miracle story, your inspirational story, the end of your story, that's just the beginning of mine. You see, August 5th, 2010, I blew out my ACL. And I scratched and I clawed, and I came back from that. And in a moment's notice, I packed everything up and I moved to Florida. Just a kid chasing his dream. And before I knew it, that dream became a reality. I was wrestling big cities every night, big arenas, top wrestlers in the world. And then on February 12th, 2012, with two knees crashing down at the top of my skull, my dream, well, it turned into a nightmare. Doctors called my mother and told her that by the time she got here from Texas, her baby boy may not even be alive. But you know what? I lived through that first night. And on the next day, they told me that I would never walk again. And my mom held my hand and she told me that everything was going to be all right. But you know, she knew deep down that it wasn't going to be all right. She knew that this is what my life was going to be, and that she was going to have to feed me and take care of me for the rest of her life. But you know what? On the second day, I did what nobody thought was possible. On that second day, that's when my miracle happened. That's when I stood up and I walked out of that hospital on my own power. And then I spent 6 months sitting in a recliner in a neck brace on the verge of depression, not knowing what my life was going to be, because the one thing that I wanted to do with my life was taken from me. And then you know what? I got a second chance. I rehabbed and I busted my ass to get back in that ring, only to be denied once again, to have my dream stolen from me, to be filled with nothing but false promises. You know, not a lot of people get second chances in this life, but Ring of Honor has given me that second chance. On October 26, 2013, at Glory by Honor, I have my second chance. Now you people, you want to sit behind your little keyboards and you want to talk like you know the real Jessy Sorensen. But I'm here to tell you that watered down football throwing version of Jessy Sorensen, that hasn't even scratched the surface of who the real Jessy Sorensen is. Now Tommaso, you like to call yourself the Sicilian psychopath. Would you have any idea what it feels like to lay in a bed staring at the ceiling, not knowing if you're ever gonna move again? No, that creates a psychopath. Having your dreams ripped away from you, that creates a psychopath. You want to see psychopath? You want to see psychopath? October 26th at Glory by Honor. Sicilian psychopath, you get psycho. You get the real Jessy Sorensen. You get the real psycho. And I promise you, at Glory by Honor, you are going to know what it feels like to have your dream turn into a nightmare.